Growth has it from the scrum win, runs at Bailey and also Hilda, and then pops it away and gave the ball away to Phil Bailey. And I'm sure I heard a whistle from referee Steve Lyons for a ball that was popped after he had called held. Gibson from dummy half gives it to Peachy. Here's Bailey now. He'll dive into the corner. But I have some real doubt about the whistle being blown. Whistle there. So Steve Lyons having called held. Eric Growth then pops the ball. It comes to the Sharks, which should have been either a scrum or a penalty against the Eels. There was certainly a whistle there for players allowed to continue on. Muspratt. Sullivan to Kamali. Ball back on the inside for Andrew Lomu. 3 tackles, perhaps their last 3 of this first half on the attack as Sullivan comes to Kamali. A good ball to Bailey. Again, they've caught them out down the left-hand side.
Suddenly he had time to switch and he played deep. He played him behind. Out to Bailey.
Gets it off to Hilda, who had options inside and out, but he showed it and took the tackle. Peachy on the last play. Kamali this time looking for the upright. Coming across though. Dumas got to the ball and they'll wait and see if he was onside. If he was,
just check the onside, please, mate.
We'll be tied up here in just a minute.
And I was about to say,
but so comfortably on the chest, was able to just cradle the ball to the ground. A gift try in the end as it turned out, but beautifully worked by. So I was starting to wonder.
And my voice is working a treat.
Oh, just what you wanted here tonight. You raspy-voiced one. Here's Sullivan from dummy half. He's tackled just inside the 30. They go to the right-hand side. David Violecki writhing on the ground in agony at either an ankle or a knee problem. The Eels will have to use up an interchange straight away here. The Sharks work it down his side of the field. Here's Sullivan away. He's got Vangana backing up. And Nigel Vangana scores a golden try for the Sharks. They win here at Parramatta. Vangana gets the first in his career for his new club. And they pile on top as the Sharks beat the Eels.
Well, that was the instruction. In fact, there's been talk here on the sideline. I'm sitting with the Cronulla boys at the ball. There it is to Rogers. He's got to get more involved.
The line did get it to Burke. Burke's gone crossfield. He's come inside Martin. Now he's got it to Rogers. Rogers looks for support to Gardner. Nicely to Kahn. Out to McMartin. Dane Sorensen. Cox is there. And he's wrapped up. Now he's gone through 2 tackles. Sorts it out. Gives it inside to Stairs. Stairs has got it away to Kurt Sorensen. It's gone out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain will go in. That's a magnificent bit of football.
Galloway was there. So were Payton. And one other. Stapleton now. From Dykes, a ball back on the inside. Teo looking for a shot on Bird, but he kept it alive. Now Dykes wrapping back to the middle of the park. Seymour stepping into a huge hole, puts a kick in for Cavell, and the Sharks have the first try.
Just take it onside.
What a piece of play by from the Tigers line, but he plays it here to De Gois. Seymour, a ball back on the inside for Simmons. Bird, rather, it was carving through a gap. He just kept on going and will go all the way. Play it there through Dykes. De Gois comes back to Bird. A high floating kick. No spin on the bomb. A difficult one for Hodgson. He did well in the end. It might have looked pretty innocuous. And now they'll drag him back into the in-goal area. That's super defence. Defensively, they shouldn't have been here perhaps after the mistake by this touch judge. Here's a ball. It comes down for Cavell, though, for Pomeroy. Destructive with the football. Here's Bird going to Seymour. He creates a break, gives it back to Bird, who puts a kick in. Now there's a chance. Simmons needs a bounce. Oh, tapped it backwards for Talia Papa. And that is one to Talia Papa about.
Just take it onside there, Bill.
Simmons, a sensational piece of play. Up against the sideline, the ball going out. He knocked it back in. You couldn't do it any better. 8 metres out. He'll play it with 2 plays left in this set. Seymour's kicking has been good tonight. Cavell is there. Cavell up above them. Grabs the...
Coaches constantly preach the need for mistake-free football. It's great to see players take risks and get away with it, as Andrew Eddinghausen did in this miraculous play against Canterbury in round 17.
Magnificent football by Cronulla. They want the quick play of the ball. It was Jason Smith who got to Eddinghausen. Robertson, lovely ball to Neave, to Hick, to the corner, Andrew Hick is over! Fantastic piece of football by Cronulla.
There was more great action served up in round 5 when Cronulla finished strongly to down Manly before a ground record crowd at Caltex Field. Campaign may have ended on the perfect note, but it certainly didn't start that way when they were humbled by Cronulla under lights at Caltex Field.
On the outside, shut the gate. The Sharkies are in again.
The most equal result of the modern era. Field goals were the flavour of round 2 as Cronulla's Mitch Healy and West Jim's Sedaris helped their respective sides to victories by the smallest of margins with late attempts.
Comes back for Quinn. Now they keep it alive through Lee. Big man, but he can run too. Draws the eastern suburbs. Defence to him, and this should be 4 points for Cronulla through Craig Dye.
Dean Carney had Illawarra leading 6-0 midway through the first half. Then the Sharks started a scoring frenzy when Dane Sorensen posted Cronulla's first points. The Sharks had the Steelers in big trouble by moving the ball quickly. Glenn Coleman did the finishing work on this movement. Cronulla's third try in the space of 5 minutes was scored by Craig Diamond. At half-time, the Sharks led by 10 points. Cronulla scored 6 tries in a continuation of their outstanding form this season.
Spread evenly across the park. Set play. Shot ball at Douglas! Oh, so close. So close. The interchange forward. Oh, that was so easy to Paul Gallen. A try to the number 11. It has taken 26.5 minutes, but Cronulla have found the line.
This did take was going to be a long one. It didn't. They ended up playing the ball there with Douglas in a great ball by Kevin Kingston. Watch this here. Goes to throw it, no, and then he runs into a magnificent hole, and Paul Gallen brings it around a little bit closer to the post. But the pass before...
Relegated to an interchange role. Gamorley inside to Douglas. He continues to impress the young front row. Good quick hands from the Sharks. The ball goes to Grant. Roberts lost his footing. Greg Bird to the line, and Greg Bird scores. 2 tries in 42 minutes. And it is 10-point
ball was called, and it sounds like the touchy actually made the call. Great hands once again to Goyce, getting himself involved. And then Bird, who's had a strong first half, just shrugs off a couple of tacklers. And you've got to say, you've got to feel sorry for Roberts there and slipping over. Sal comes over to try to finish the tackle up, but doesn't make it. Oh, Sharks. Well, mate, I think it's a big enough call here that the touchies made the call, or the referees made the call, to allow Bird one. The Sharks get another set of 6, but then Bird